You can hear my, if you can hear me, put the one on the chat box. Good evening. If you can hear me, put the one on the chat box. If you can hear me, put the one on the chat box. I'm going to start this meeting immediately. If you can hear me, put the one on the chat box. We are 16 strong, guys. In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to start this call. Anyone who is not here, I'm going to leave the person. We are 16 strong. Put a one in the chat box if you can see me. Okay. Probably all of you guys know me. My name is Daniel Achieva, and I'm a Platinum 115 coming Platinum 600 in this academy. And I've been in this academy for 6 months now. And you want to see me? No. I know you don't need to see me. Don't worry. My screen is not too. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to start immediately. Benedict, don't worry. The main thing is to hear the class. So now I'm going to start. What I'm basically teaching is support, resistance, and trend line. I've started though, please. Okay. What I'm basically teaching is support, resistance, and trend line. How we can chart up the market and make trading more easier and simplified, because most times people think that this thing we do is magic and everything. So basically, okay, let me see. Okay, basically now what is support and resistance? Support is anywhere in the market buyers tend to wait to push the market up, while resistance is anywhere sellers are waiting to push the market down. Now, I will give you an example now. Let's say now in your house, everybody's inside the house or something. Now, the floor, once you're on the floor, the next is, if maybe a ball touch on that floor, the next thing that ball is going to do is to push up. And if the ball pushes up to your ceiling or your roof, or let's say your resistance, because your roof is what is resisting the ball or something, is over your head, it's going to push it down. So basically, support is anywhere the market where the market touches and pushes back up, while resistance is anywhere the market touches and push back down. And what makes the market come down is because of sellers and buyers. That's what moves the market and everything. Okay, so I'm just basically going to share my screen and so that we can jump right in. Okay. Great. So if you can see my screen, drop it 2 on the chat box, please. If you can see my screen, drop it 2 on the chat box. I see my screen. Okay. Now, basically, the first thing every trader want to do, every experienced trader want to do, once you come, maybe you want to chat, you want to enter the market, the first thing we do is to check if that pair is in the news. And how do we check that? We go to forexfactory.com. That's basically how I do my things. Voice is low, please. Now, once we come to forexfactory.com, we check, you make sure that your dates, your time, is aligning with your time zone, being Nigerian time. Like now, for example, we are in 7:39. You make sure that the time is 7:39, and the date, so obviously. Now look at all these these are different currency pair, and these are the impacts. Now, red folder means high impact news. That means doing that, once you see a red folder, it's best you stay off the market 1 hour before the time and 2 hours after the time. That is, as AUD now has high impact news by 2:30 a.m. It's best not to trade any pair relating to AUD by 1:30 a.m. and till 4 a.m. Okay, then you check other. Once you see that that's once you check that the currency pair you want to trade is not on the news, then you can go ahead and trade that pair. Now I'll come to my Liberty app. Now, basically, you buy a downtrend. You won't. Another thing, the trend is your friend. So first off, you check the currency strength. Now this is AUD-CHF. Let's go to AUD-CHF. I'm going to AUD-CHF. Why is this thing logging me out? AUD-CHF. So guys, just a minute. Coach Manuela, please, if you're here, check your WhatsApp message, please. Sorry. Okay, now AUD-CHF. And basically now both AUD and CHF is not on the news currently, so it's a very good pair to trade. I will also and look at the currencies. The strength meter is far apart. AUD is 40, CHF is 73. So I've known that CHF is stronger than AUD. That so I'm looking for a sell. Now, once this the currency strength has confirmed that this is a sell based on the fact that the quote is stronger than the base, being the quote being CHF is stronger than AUD being the base. And once the quote is stronger than the base, we are looking for a sell. Now I've gotten the currency strength. Now the next thing we do is to check for the stability of the pair. Now 15 minutes, the super trend is above the market and the EMA is above the market. I think all of us know, most have known how to do this. So I'm just coming into, I want to take this step by step before I go into the main course of the day, which is support resistance. Now, you check for the stability of the pair. Very, very important. You check if on 15 minutes, okay, the super trend is above, the EMA is above. On hourly, okay, on hourly, the super trend is above, the EMA is above. On the daily, the super trend is above, the EMA is above. Now, why did I check all these things? Because basically, the trend is our friend. You understand? You can't use your your $2,000 account to move against the trend of the market. So you are just like a baby in the market. So now, basically, you want to trade with the trend. Now, I've checked the 4 different time frame, and I've seen that this market has been selling. The daily has been selling, has been on a downtrend. The hourly has been on a downtrend. The 15 minutes has been on a downtrend, and the 5 minutes has been on a downtrend. So as I've gotten this, the next thing to do is to come and chart the market. Now we have confirmed that everything is aligning for a sell. That means we are looking for a sell. Now, what next to do? We come and chart the market so that we can get the zones. That's how I trade the support and resistance. Now, remember we're looking at AUD-CHF for a downtrend. I'm teaching on downtrend this time. Now, so please, guys, if you're not with your pen and paper, with your notes and pen, please, I need you to get it because we are going to write some kind of stuff now. You need to write. Need to write. So if you are with your notepad and pen, or with your note and pen, drop someone in the chat box. Let me see, because if you are with your notepad, drop someone on the chat box, please. And if you can still hear me, drop your one on the chat box. Okay. Good. Now, look at this market. AUD-CHF, right? Now look at this market. Only once you come to the market, only you looking at this market, you see that it has been trending from here. Look, see, look at how it dropped. You see that this market has been on a serious, it has been selling serious, it has been selling heavily. So now, how do we chart? How do we chart? How do we chart up the market? Now, basically, how we chart up the market is now, write this down. I'm saying something. Now, in a downtrend, we sell the support that has become a resistance. Confusing, right? Don't worry. When I start this, just write this down and I will explain it to you. Once I come to the practical, you understand it. In a downtrend, we sell the roof. In a downtrend, we sell the floor that has become a resistance. We sell the floor that has become a resistance. If you got that down, right? Type some 5 on the chat box. If you are reading what I just said, put some 5 on the chat box. If you have written what I just said, put a 5 on the chat box. If you want me to repeat, also indicate with any odd number, maybe with a 2. If you have written what I just said, put a 5 on the chat box. If you want me to repeat, put a 2. Okay, fine. I should repeat. In a downtrend, now I'm saying it again, please. In a downtrend, we sell, because in a downtrend, we are looking for a sell. In a downtrend, we sell the floor that has become a roof. We sell the floor that has become a roof. I just need you to write. That's just write this and I'll explain it. It's confusing at first, but once I explain it, you see it. Now, if you have written that down, type some 5 on the chat box. Once I see just people, they don't tell me, sell the previous player that has become a ceiling. Okay, good. Now, how do I chart the market? Remember, this is a downtrend. And in a downtrend, I tend to be looking for, this is a downtrend, right? And in a downtrend, I'm going to be looking out for flaws. I'm going to be looking out for flaws. And what do I mean by flaws? Flaws are where the market touched and went back up. Where the market touched and I don't know why my okay. Now, how do you chart the market? First, how you chart the market is you go on your daily time frame. This tradingview.com. This tradingview. This you just tradingview.com, right? Now, you can also do this on your Liberty, but the thing with Liberty is once you refresh all this your markup is going to be, this is the theory part. This is the theory part. Okay, this is the, now, remember, we sell the floor that has, because, so what I'm going to be looking at are floors. I'm just going to look, I'm not going to bother myself to look for the ceilings. I'm just going to look at floors. So how do I do this? I come on my, this thing, take my horizontal line on my trading view. Let me make this thing a little bit bolder. Now, guys, for the guys, people that know what they do, you can also use this and trade for yourself. So I mark up the chart, I look for floors. And how do I get the floor? The lower wick of the previous day and the lower body. The lower wick of the present day. Now, remember, it's on the downtrend, so I don't need to chart up the present body of the present day. So I'll just take the lower wick, lower body. I've gotten the lower wick of the present day. Now I've charted up the daily candle. The next thing now, the next count time zone I'll do is the hourly. Now I switch my trading view to the hourly. Now I still zoom in. Let it be a little bit fine and cozy, and let everybody look see it. Now I'll just come. I take the floor. This is the floor. Okay, that's it. Now I'll come on the 15 minutes. I'll come on the 15 minutes. Come on 15 minutes. Come on 15 minutes. I'll still take this. Okay. I'll take this. Clean. Good. Good. I'll take this. Now I've gotten the flaws. I think this one is not among. This is not among. Or is it among? So, okay. Okay, yeah, it's among. Okay, now what I'm going now, I have gotten the flaws of all this of the market, the previous floor. Now remember, in a downtrend, we will sell the floor that has been booked, that is now a support. That you understand. Now, this is a floor. This is a floor. This is a floor. Now, this floor has been broken. Okay, this one has not been broken. Look at this, guys. Okay, let me put this on my 5 minutes time frame. Let me see what's going on now. Now look at, see my example. See what I'm trying to show you guys now. At a certain point of the day, that this is around 4 o'clock. This was a floor. This zone, yeah, this 500 zone was a floor. Now the market broke it. As the market broke it around 525, it came here, we tested and sold. It still came again, we tested and sold beautifully. The market also came here, we tested and sold. You understand? All these places were floors, and it was a floor at a certain point. I think this was a floor. This is a very far floor. Okay, it was a floor that was broken. I think this is a daily floor. It was broken. The market came, touched it, and sold. It still came, touched it, and sold. Now, there's an exception for all this. For this, now, if the market has retested a particular zone, 1, 2, 3, can you see that the market broke it? So if you have taken this particular zone, 1, 2, 3, why wanting to wait? Why wanting to take it for a fourth time? Rather, you wait for the market. Basically what I do is, once I've seen that this is a floor that has been broken, and once that floor has been broken, it's not a roof. Once a floor has been, the main thing is that roof, that resistance you want to sell at, was it a floor at the pass? Was it a floor? That's why we take down we chart up the floor, so that we are waiting for the market to break it. And once the market break it, we are now waiting for a retest. So this, maybe you get in the market here and you've gotten that this is the floor. You wait for the market for it to break, for the market to break that floor, come here and retest it and sell. Now, the next thing now look at this. This was also a floor. Okay, the market came down here. What's happening? Okay, now the market came down here, made this point a floor. Now, it also broke this floor. As it broke it, it came back here and sold. I take a particular zone just once because trying to do a test. Okay, now if you had said it has touched it and come back, now you try taking it for the second time, you are going to lose the trade. So the best thing is once you have seen a floor that has been broken, just take it once. Now, the next thing I'm going to be waiting for, based on this, you can maybe to align tomorrow or next. I'm waiting for this market to break this floor downward, come back, retest it. Because see, the market has not broken this floor. The market has not broken. So I'm waiting for this market to break this zone, come back here, and continue it down. And continue selling. This is just basically support and resistance. Please, if you understand, if you understood me to this point, type a 2 on the chat box. If you understood me to this point, type a 2 on the chat box. If you understood me to this point, type a 2 on the chat box. Oh, I'm happy that you guys are understanding. I don't. Wow. Now, basically, this is simple now. Now, in a downtrend, let me see. Wow, I don't. It's more true. Yeah. Okay, now for you guys saying you don't understand, so just listen to me. I'm just going to take this sharp. Now, once you come into the market and maybe you see that the market is on a downtrend, you want to trade with the trend. Don't trade against the trend. Don't trade against the trend. The trend is your friend. Now, once you've seen that this market is on a downtrend by checking the stability of the coins of the pair using your this is a downtrend. Now, once you've gotten that currency strength is safe for a sell, you check for the stability of the pair, which is by checking the 5 minutes if it's on a bullish. And how will you know if it's on a bullish? That is if the EMA and the super trend is above the market. 5 minutes, the super trend is above, okay? 15 minutes. Please, I won't take this again. So everybody should please pay attention. The 15 minutes, the super trend and the EMA, this is your liberty. This is your liberty. I think everybody knows how to get to this point. Now, this is your the super trend is above the EMA is above the market. That means this is on the downtrend. You check on the hourly. You check the hourly. The super trend is above, the EMA is above. You check for the daily. Now you've confirmed that this pair is on a downtrend, is stable, it has been selling not through. Now you come on your trading view, because I'm teaching support, resistance, and trend line. You come on your trading view, you confirm if you check this market is also on a downtrend. Now, all you looking at it now, you now start charting up the market. And how do you chart up the market? Because we are looking, the market is on a downtrend, and we sell the floor that has, in a downtrend, we sell the floor that has been broken, or we sell a floor that has turned to resistance. Now, it's simple. You get the floors. And how do you get the floors? You mark up, you chart up the market. And how do you chart up the market? Now, every candle has body and wick, body and wick, body and wick, body and wick. Now, you take the lower, you chart up the market, you take it you come on your daily. And how do you chart up the market? You come on your daily time frame. This is trading view. Come on your daily time frame. come here on daily time frame. You pick them, you mark out the lower week of the previous day and the lower body. Then for the present day, you mark up the lower. I've already chart up. I cannot start cleaning what I've done, unless you guys should pay attention. Now you chart up the lower body of the present day. That is, you mark up you point the lower body of the previous day and the present day and the lower body of the previous day. You come to the hourly, you do the same thing. The previous hourly and the present hourly, you take their lower week and their lower body. The present day, the present hourly candle and the previous hourly candle. Because you are getting you are trying to get the floor of each market of the candle. You do it on the daily, hourly, 15 minutes. Once you've gotten their zones, you've gotten where the market touched and reacted and sold. That is where there are flaws. You've gotten the flaws. Now the next thing you're waiting for is for the market to break that floor. And once it has broken that floor, that makes that floor a resistance. Once the market has broken a floor, that floor automatically becomes a resistance. Now what you are waiting for is a break and retest. Now, with what I've charted up now, I have seen that this is a floor. This 394 is a floor. I'm going to wait for this market to break this floor, come up, we test it, and I'll take the trade on my broker for 5 minutes. So if you got this, for those who say that they don't understand, please, do you get me now? Please, if you understood me up to here, put a 2 on the chat box. If you understood what I just said, put a 2 on the chat box. Now, let me tell you guys something now. When taking this trade, let's say now you the present candle now that touch this zone, maybe as this candle, if the market breaks this floor, when it's coming to a test, let's say now this is 803 and you're on the 5 minutes time frame. This 803. Now that means the present 5 minutes candle has about a minute to expire, and it gets to your zone. Let's say you're waiting for this. Let me just give an example. Let me give an example now. Let's say now this is your support. This is your resistance, or maybe this is your zone. I'm just giving an example in case of you want to take it on your own. Let's say this is your zone. This is your resistance, a floor that has been broken that you're waiting for. Now it gets to this point at 804. At 804, you have to wait for this particular candle to close. You take the trade at the close of the present 5 minutes candle. Let's say now this candle comes up here and close at this point. This is when you should take the trade. The present candle now takes it up, touch this zone at, let me say, 807, and remember that 3 minutes for that 5 minutes candle to expire. Wait for the close of candle. Always take your trade as long as it's at your zone. Take it at the close of the candle, so that your trade is going to run in the present candle. In that 5 minutes new candle, that is your trade is going to run at that present 5 minutes candle. Always take your trade at the close of the candle. At the close of the candle. Now, on that thing now, let's say now your another way I combine only the best way to trade is once you've gotten your zone, you've gotten that 534. Let's say this is your zone. You're waiting for it to come to this zone and sell. As I've got to the zone, I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to come on my market trap. I'm going to come on my market trap. I'm going to come on my market trap and confirm using strategy, because this is basically technical. This is support resistance. This is technical trading. This is technical. You need technical and strategy to give you a higher winning rate. Now you've gotten the zones. You've gotten the zones. Now simple. As you've gotten the zones, 531. Now let's see. Why is my okay? You've gotten the zones. You come on your liberty and you wait. What are you waiting for? You are waiting to see the RSI at a red. Remember, it's for a sell. Stochastic for on the red. A call score train. A call score train. Then if all these things are aligned, maybe it gets to your zone at timing, which is 8:15, 8:30, 8:45. That's every 15 minutes. If it gets to your zone on timing, that is when it gets to that when it gets to what's this my zone again? When it gets to 534 on timing, let's say 8:15, your RSI is there, stochastic is there, because this you use technical and also confirm with strategy. Your RSI is there, stochastic is there, your call score trade is showing. You take the trade for 5 minutes, fixed time on. Is a put. We are looking for a sell. Please, this is not trading. This is a training class. We are not calling out trades today. The market is the volatility of the market is not much. I'm teaching. We want you guys to know this so that you can on your own take trades, not always waiting for signals and everything. You can on your own go into the market and chat up and take trades. So if you understood me to this point, put a 2 on the chat box so I can explain the uptrend, the buy for a buy. If you understood me to this point, put a 2 on the chat box. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead for the buy. Now I'm going to look for a currency pair that has 20 margin away. Euro card is okay. No, Euro card is not good because okay, the Euro card. Let me see. That's Euro card. Let me compare that on a good buy sensation. I think Euro card is the only one that's available for us. Okay, sorry, Tife, I didn't see your question. Do you mean once the market break a resistance? No, this is a sell. This is a sell. This is a sell. What you supposed to write is the support. You mean when the market breaks the support, then we should wait for it to come back to the support. Yes. Now, once the market breaks a support, once that support has been broken, it automatically becomes a resistance. Once a support has been broken, it automatically becomes a resistance, and we sell the resistance. So what makes a resistance valid is if that resistance was a support. Once it's a support and it was broken, that's it, man. Once it's a resistance and it was broken, once it's a support, sorry to say, once it's a support and that support has been broken, that support automatically becomes a resistance. So all you need to do is a break and retest. You simply break and retest. You wait for it to break your support, then come back and retest that support. Because once you break that support is now a resistance. You wait for it to break that support and come back and retest it. Then you can take the trade. I don't just go and look for any support and I make sure that is that resistance a previous support? Once it's a previous support, yes, then you can take the trade. So did I answer your question? Okay, you have replied. Okay, good. Now I'm going in for a buy. I'm going to teach the buy now. Now take this down. You guys should write this now. In an uptrend, because the trend is your friend. He supports resistance and trend line. In an uptrend, we buy. Are you with me? We buy the resistance that has been broken. In an uptrend, we buy the resistance that has been broken. Now, first of all, how do you know it's a buy? Currency strength is telling you that it's a buy. You check if the market has been buying on the daily, and how do you know that this market has been in an uptrend? The black EMA line and the green super trend should be beneath the market. We check it on the 5 minutes, on the 15 minutes, okay? On the hourly, yes. Now, we also check on the daily. Okay. The super trend, the black EMA is beneath the super trend. Okay. So this is now we've checked 4 time frame, and out of the 4 time frame, out of the 4 time frame, 3 of the time frames are okay. So we have 3-1 that is okay. But if you have 2-2, you leave that pair. If you have 3-1, fine, you can trade it. So now this Euro card. Let me look for Euro card here. The card is opening. Okay, now look at this market. You see that this market is on an uptrend. Look at it from here. That is a clean buy. It's a clean. You see, it has been buying. So now, remember, in an uptrend, please, if you have written what I said earlier, in an uptrend, we buy the resistance that has become a floor. If you have written it down, put some 5 on the chat box. If you have written down, put some 5 on the chat box. If you have written what I told you to write, put some 5 on the chat box. 1, 2. Only 2 people. We are 32 strong here. If you have written what I explained, put some 5 on the chat box. You guys are not writing. Okay, now, basically, in an uptrend, we are looking for the resistance. We are looking for the resistance. Now, how do I get the resistance? Okay, now I chart up, I get the resistance is where the market touch and reverse. Now, I'm going to get, and how, look at it, I mark up the upper wick. Remember, for a sell, we mark the lower, but for a buy, the upper, so that you can just take note. Okay, now you mark this up again. This is the present daily, then this is the previous daily. Now this candle is is a doji candle, so I'll just take it. Okay, so it's hanging. So this also is okay. I won't take this. It's not valid. I've gotten the upper body of the upper body and the upper week of the previous daily and the present daily. Now I will do that on the daily. I also do it on the hourly. On the hourly. The hourly. Okay. Human life. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Yeah. Now I've started up this market. I've gotten the upper body, upper week of the present hourly and the present and previous hourly. The upper body of the present hourly and the upper body of the previous hourly, sorry, and the upper body of the previous hourly, present hourly. Now do that for the 15 minutes too. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Now, guys, look at this now. I've not even chatted up finished, Stefan. It's already playing out. Look at this. Now, this market, this zone was a roof. Let me put this. This zone was a roof. The market broke it, came back, retested, and sold. Can I see that? Now, look. It also came back, sold. This was okay. It made here a roof at some point. Came back, retested, sold. It now broke these roofs. Came back, retested this roof, and sold. It sold. It still came again. Now look at this particular roof that was broken, which made it a floor. It has sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now all these roofs has been broken. As a disciplined trader, it's not nice, it's not good to trade anything around this zone. What I'm going to be looking at now is a break and retest. Now what I'm waiting for is a break and retest. I'm waiting for this market to break this, because the market has not broken this. Has not. The market has not broken any of this roofs. This particular roof now, it has not broken it. So I'm just going to be patient enough to wait for this market to break this roof, come back, and continue its momentum. As long as currency strength aligns, as long as currency, shit. As long as currency strength aligns, let me quickly check my chat box. Jessica, thank you, please. Now, look at, we are looking, remember we are looking for a buy, and in an uptrend, we buy the resistance that has been broken. Now, look at this. All this resistance now has been broken. This market is kind of consolidating in this zone. Now, all this resistance has been broken, and the market has retested them. That has been broken, came, retested, retest. It broke at this point. This was a good support. This was a good resistance at this zone. At this zone, it broke it. Retested immediately and bought. It still went ahead. Now, this is the highest resistance now. This is the current resistance that it has not broken it. So what I'm waiting for is, let it break to the upside, come back and buy, because all these resistance are now, all this support, this is now support because it has been broken and it has been tested. They are no longer valid anymore. So I'm waiting for the market to break it to the upside. Yeah, this is better. Let me quickly check something. Yes. Okay, guys. Now let me show you how good my charting was. Now look at this. Look at it has touched this zone and is now selling. Is now buying of this present candle. Stochastic is there. Super trend is below. EMA is there. Now what I'm waiting for is just for this call score to turn to trend. Look at it. It's at my zone now. That is at my zone. But why I won't take this trade is because it has bought here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once a particular zone has reacted more than 3 times, it's best to wait for a better entry. Once a particular market has reacted on a particular zone, because we call something a weak zone, medium zone, and a strong zone. Now, a weak zone is maybe a zone that reacted just 1, 2. A medium zone is 2, 3. Why a strong zone like this now? This thing has happened 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6. 6 times. So why should I want to even take it at this present, at this 7th one? Why? Just simply wait for the market to break to the upside, come back, retest it, and continue its way up. No, on a 5 minutes, you take the trade on 5 minutes at the close of the candle or on timing. If it's at your zone, at the close of, you wait, if it gets to your zone at the close of the candle, you can take it. If it gets to your zone on timing, perfect. But you always want to make sure that at your zone, RSI is there, stochastic is there, core score, and the currency strength has not flipped on you. Okay, wow, look at this. The RSI is there, stochastic is there, core score is there, the currency strength is still there. And let me see what it's doing over here. Look at it. It's even still reacting to this particular zone. It's still reacting to this particular zone. I only know when it has gotten to your zone. You chart up the market. This is your zone. This line, all these lines are your zones. If you were here when I started, this is your zone. You chart up the market by getting the floors. You chart the market by getting the floors. So I think I've done. If you understood me to this point, drop a 2 on the chat box. If you understood me to this point, drop a 2 on the chat box. If you understood me to this point, drop a 2 on the chat box. Only one person. Okay. If you have any question, please. If you have any question, just type the question while I answer it, so that before I end the call, I'll give them 15 minutes to anyone who wants to ask question. If you have any question, type it on the chat box so that I can do justice to it now. If you have any question, put it on the chat box so that I can quickly answer it now. Look at, guys, see, it has broken this. Why I won't advise taking it. See, it has reacted 1, 2, 3. Why will it take for the 7th time? Because it might break and continue going down. So once you have seen that a zone has, if you came in late, just leave it. Wait for a break and retest. Wait for it to break and retest. Wait for a break and retest of a zone. If you have a question, please type on the chat box. If you have a question, please type on the chat box. Since nobody. I want to see questions. No question. What if it doesn't reach our zone? Can we take for another zone? I don't really understand the question. No. Okay, what if it does not break the okay, Kunle. What if it doesn't reach our zone? Like, can we take it on another zone? Like it keeps going downward. Nah, this zone. Now let's say it keeps going downward. First of all, the possibility for it to keep going downward is not even there. Now, I'm not sure this market is going to keep going up because one, the market is in an uptrend. Another thing, the market is in an uptrend, so it's just going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up, and even if it comes down, you should wait for it to come to this your zone. Yeah, there's a lower resistance that has not this thing. Now, if it keeps going down, something like this can also happen. Let's say it keeps going down, something like this can also happen. Sorry, my network is something like this can also happen. Wow. Now, guys, look at this. Look at it's still reacting to this zone. It's still reacting to this zone. It's still but it's just touched this zone and it's still going upward. So is there any other question? What if it doesn't break our support? I marked for a downtrend. For a downtrend, I marked the present, the lower wick, not the body. If it's in a present candle, you mark the wick, the lower wick, not the body. Jessica, you mark the wick, not the body. You mark the present wick, not the body of the present candle, not the present candle. Now, it's fair. You said, what if it doesn't break our support? Now, when you're saying support, that means you're looking for a sell. I'm talking about buy. Yeah, we could have answered this question. Or are you talking about a resistance? Are you talking about a resistance? Let me know. Tife, are you talking about what if it doesn't break our resistance? Because this thing. Yeah, I meant now it usually break the resistance because this market is in an uptrend. It's in an uptrending momentum. So it's gonna keep going up. It's gonna keep going up. But if anything makes it come down, there's another zone down there, which is this one. This one. Which is this one. And if you also check, you see are not really active. So the best thing is just wait for you. If you chart up the market, so it's surely going to respect your zones. So is there any other question before is there any other question? Is there any other question? Please, if you got value, put some value on the chat box. Put some value on the chat box. Okay, guys. I'm I think with this Remember, if it gets to your zone, wait for the close of candle. Wait for the close of candle. Don't take the trade when maybe is let's say, how will I put it? Maybe it gets to your zone around 3 minutes to the present candle. Then you take it. No. Wait for that candle to close. As long as it's on your is around that area, you can take it. Now, there's also another exception. Now, if it gets to your zone, if it gets maybe you are looking for a buy, if you just touch your zone, you take it. Maybe should I say 3 minutes to this is another exception. No? 3 minutes to the present candle. You take it for 5 minutes. Now, if it still comes down and close lower than your zone at the close of candle, still take it. That you have two entry, you have two trades running. It's still gonna come and clear you. You're still gonna clear both of them. So that's just the trick. Always enter at the close of candle preferably. And always make sure that when it's in your zone, you quickly come on your Liberty app. This is should I say is a strategical way of trading. You get your zone using technical, and you get your zone using technical, then you confirm it with strategy, which is the market trap. And all of us here probably knows how to. You quickly come and check if it's fixed time on. Okay, absence of read the end, or is there any absence of no question? I think this should be it. I think, or does anyone have anything to say? Yes. For now, I think this should be it. Okay, guys. Good night, and I'm waiting to see you guys win. Okay. Okay, guys. Good night. I'm ending the call now. Thank you very much for participating. Have a wonderful good night rest.